I was telling a story about the devotion of a cow. So how a cow can also have a devotion. So it was the year 1447. So this gentleman had a big cow shed and he looked after the cow really well, because it's understood that if you look after cows, you look after Krishna. So the gentleman made sure every cow was well looked after. So in the evening, he made sure every cow is tied in the corner, they're comfortable. So a particular cow, we find this cow in the morning is wet. It's very suspicious. He keeps it nicely, there's no liquid. The darkest night, so we could see that this cow had suddenly walked out of the shed, goes straight to the river. And this is not a small river, it's mighty drop of river. This cow decided to swim across the river. And it went across. And this gentleman was like, what's happening? So he decided to take a boat and follow the cow. The cow crosses that huge river in the middle of the night. And then there was a Shiva temple at the time. And the cow was standing outside. And then the priest opens the door. The cow walks inside. And then after some time, the cow comes out. And then he walks back home, like swims back home. And then he puts his neck inside where he's supposed to be as if nothing happened. So now he understands what's the secret behind the wetness that he notices in the morning. So he told the family priest that this is what has happened. He was childless at the time. He's done many prayers, many worshippings. He was still childless. So the family priest advised to go and meet the priest of the Shiva temple. So when the priest of the Shiva temple knew that he was the owner of the cow, they thanked him. Apparently this cow has been giving them milk for a long, long time. And then they suggested that they pray to Shiva. And so when this gentleman prayed to Shiva, Shiva granted a boon that I will be born as a Krishna at your place. And that's how Sankardeva was born. So that's the story of how Sankardeva was born.
Ankaran saw my work, I think, at one of the hospitals. I've got my work in several of the hospitals in Leicestershire and all over the place, actually. But he saw my work and came to my house and gave me a subject to do a painting. And he wanted to last a long time, have a flavour of the Indian culture. So I did all the paintings I've done on wood. Some I did on marine ply with artist quality oils. And the preparation was on this marine plywood. I gave it 2 coats of paint and coated the painting surface, the sides and the rear of the painting. And then I hand sanded the white surface and I put a sketch on the painting, the composition and the design that Ankaran asked me to show. I think if you look at some of the artwork there, well, the one I've got behind me, for instance, this one, I'll show you. Can you see that one okay?
Yes, we can see that. It's beautiful, very nice.
Can you see that?
Yes.
Amazing.
Thank you.
Namaste.
Namaste. Thank you.
About my artwork, well, what I tried to do, I started, Ankaran gave me a subject, and then I had to prepare the surface of the painting and the wood so it would last as long as possible. and that's the materials I used. As the subject, I researched mainly off the internet and trying to put myself in an Indian climate where it's unbelievably warm, and I would then think where the painting is going to be viewed and who's going to look at the artwork. And so I think one of the first ones that I did involved a stair, and I was so amazed the amount of different steers, bulls, cattle there are in the world, and I eventually got the design, the physical design of the breed of the cattle that's used in that part of India, in Assam. And from the feedback I've had off Sankardev, I did it correctly. And so most of the time regarding the painting is done on pure research on the subject that I've been given, the type of animals, the type of dress that the people wear. And the main thing that I wanted to get over, though, is that these paintings, I designed them to be viewed in a satra by candlelight. And if you notice, it's got a lot of varnish on it. And the varnish I put on there, many layers, was to protect the image underneath. And so the people who look at my artwork, I would like them to be a connection between themselves and Sankardeva. And so they can go up to the painting and physically touch my painting and think of their God, Sankardeva. And in that respect, if I brought the people closer to their religion, I've succeeded. That's what I wanted to get over. The second thing was the design. I wanted to get those animals designed. Now, that was a difficult one for me with the snake on, because I hadn't been to India, so I had to imagine what the sunlight would be like. Out of all of them, that was the most difficult. It's the most simple to look at, but it was the most difficult for me. All the others I enjoyed doing because they put up immense problems. But like I said, if I brought the people closer to Sankardeva through my artwork, then I've succeeded. If I have achieved, my objective was to bring people closer to Sankardeva with my artwork, and they can actually go up and touch the painting. That's why it's got layers of varnish on. And I hope in touching the painting, it will bring them closer to their religion. And then maybe they may think, how can a white Englishman in Leicestershire paint something like this and communicate? I think communicating in a peaceful manner is far better than all the silly wars we have.
Beautiful. Absolutely right.
I'd rather be friends with people and help people, and I think most people would feel that way. But as I said, my objective was to bring the painting closer to you, the people. And I imagined that if I was in a satra, in a hut in India, and there was candles there, and I'm not highly educated, and I've not thought about much. I go in the fields, I work with the animals, day in, day out. And when I come into the satra and see a painting in candlelight, I hope then, I genuinely hope that my artwork will bring those people and you closer to Sankardeva.
Yes.
Thank you very
Thank
much.
you. Thank you.
Yeah. Very beautifully said. Very well said.
Yeah.
And actually, when I was painting it,
Yeah.
in my art room, I played soft music, religious choral music, and I burn incense, and I tried to get into your mind how I can communicate with you without talking to you, purely through my artwork. And that's what I've tried to do.
Beautiful. Very well said.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
You have any questions? No? Take away.
Robert, I thank you for all the hard work you have put into it. And I really
Thank you.
Robert, I really thank you for all the hard work you have put into these works.
Thank you.
And artworks are really priceless for me. Thanks for your help.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
We really